Hello everyone, we are welcome to another session on our quantitative analysis playlist, and today we are looking at time value for money. And the time value for money, we are looking at the value of our money in the future or today, currently. And so we have a quote or a school of thought that says $1 expected soon or $1 expected today is worth more than the dollar expected in the near future. And this is so true because whatever you have now can do certain things than it can do tomorrow. So a bird in hand today is better than two birds in the bush, which we are uncertain about. Now with these two analysis, present and future values. So future value is what you have now, what is the worth of it in the future. For present value, as we have money in the future, I want to know the worth of it today. What can you do today or currently or presently? That is the main difference. Okay, and then we have formulations for that. That is from equation 1 and equation 2. We want to use our Excel sheet to be able to formulate or calculate such future values and present value. Alright, so I'll take off the slides. Now let's look at the Excel sheet here with the example 1. If it says estimate the future value of 1,000 Ghana cedis invested for 3 years at an annual interest rate of 5%. Here the keyword has been given as future value, so we know what to do here. It says find the future value. So I'm going to list down certain things I have. I have the present value given, I have the number of years, 3 years, I have the rate 5%. So what is the future value here? It is equal to FV into bracket, the rate. So I select the cell rate, this B6, comma, the number of periods is 3 years. The PMT is if there's any regular payments done. In this case, as I say, we did a lump, it's just once, so there's no intermediate payment, 0, and then the present value is that. And then it says, are you taking it at the beginning or at the end? Let's assume at the beginning. Okay, so that is 1. And then we enter. It means that if you have 1,000 Ghana cedis today, you are going to obtain $1,157 in the future. That is in 3 years' time. Okay. Someone will ask, why is it negative 1,000 here? So assuming there is no negative here. Okay. See what we had negative of that, and we can have negative of a money, but there's a cash flow, so we are giving out 1,000 Ghana cedis today, and so that is negative. If you are receiving, it's a positive. So someone wants to span from current 0 to 3, so let's see, so equal to FV. I want to add my regular payment here and say that is 0, so I can pick up the cells, okay, to make it easier. So that's equal to FV into bracket, rate, that number of periods is now 0 instead of the main 3, okay, comma, PMT 0, PV that, and then the type we are using 1, which is the 1,000 Ghana cedis we invested at time 0. You can't just drag this. It's going to be an issue. Realize that certain parts of the cells are being fixed, so our rate is fixed throughout, but our number of periods is changing. Our PV is also fixed, our PMT is also fixed. Yeah, so now we can drag and see what happens. Okay, so we have the answer we expect here, which is the same thing here. So you can check what is happening after year 1 and then after year 2. And after year 3 or at year 3, this is your money. So that's the future. Example 2, you can read the question out and see what I've extracted here. My PV is 2,000, N is 5, rate is 6, and what is FV? Future value. It says what will be the future value of the fund after 5 years. Okay, so that's equal to FV into bracket. My rate is 6%. Number of period is 5, my PMT is 0, my PV is negative 2,000, and then the type, I'm using the beginning, so 1, I enter. It means after 5 years you should expect 26,000 with whatever you have there. Let's span from 0 to 5. So equal to FV. Rate is 5. No, rate is that. Number of periods, so now it's 0 instead of the 5. The PMT is that. The PV, I've messed up something. PMT is 0. PV is that. And then the type is 1. And then I enter. Before I drag these things, there are certain cells I need to get them to be intact. Number of periods is not intact. My PV should be intact. Yeah. So I can now drag this and see what happens at 5 years. So exactly what we expect here. So this is the same as that guy. Okay. So this is what we get at 4 years, at 3 years, at 2 years, at 1 year, and then currently. That is future value. Example 3. Is there a municipal development agency set aside 20,000 annually to fund the construction of a new community center. They expect to earn an interest rate of 6% annually, and they plan to contribute for 5 years. So that is the end. Here it says it has set aside. So it's as if we have I'm still on example 2. Oh, I've already done example 2. Yeah, so that is it. I'm now on example 3. Yeah. So a local government is planning to set up a community water system, and then the project is 2,000 Ghana cedis, and it's going to be implemented for 3 years, and then the interest rate of 6%. It says how much should be set aside today. So the word should be set aside today tells you that we're looking for the present value. And how do we do that? So this is equal to PV. The rate is 6. The number of period is 3 here. Is there any regular payment? No. So 0. FV is 20,000. And then the type, let's still use beginning. Okay, so 1. And then I enter. So presently, you must be willing to give out 1,677 cedis or dollars, and then the rest for you to obtain 200,000 in the near future. That is what it means. Okay. Example 4, that's the last thing. I've set out these values out here which are given. It says that an NGO plans to run a youth development program for 4 years, so N is 4, with interest rate of 5%. It says they want to deposit a lump sum today into the account and find whatever it's cost. So they've given whatever they want to do in the future. It's no more 1,000, it's rather 50,000. How did I type 1,000? Yeah, 50,000. So what is the present value? Equal to PV into bracket. The rate is 5. The number of period is 4. The PMT is 0. The future value is 50,000, and then the type. Let's use the beginning of the year 1. I have negative, yeah, so I have to make this negative 50,000, and then I'll have that. So currently, you must be able to set aside 401,351 cedis or dollars to be able to attain $50,000 in 4 years' time. So that is how we calculate the present value. So present value and then the future value, as simple as that. Thank you.